Hey guys, Zach here again. So today I'm going to be doing a previous build. It was the Tandy money clip wallet. The reason why I'm doing this one again is because somebody had asked me to show how to stamp it before they go off and buy their own. So basically that's what this video is going to be about. I'll probably, looking at it now, they have, there's already a pattern on there. Otherwise I could do my own, but I might just go ahead and follow this pattern. And this is just simply for that individual who wanted me to redo these, or do this and show how to stamp it. Let's get into it. Okay, we have two front pockets. Interior. Yeah, pretty much it. That's what we got there. Got our clip. We got some thread here. I don't usually use their thread. And what is this? We got some needles. Perfect. I could always use more needles too. And we got this silica packet, which I'm going to throw away because my cat likes to eat those. So mainly, we're going to be focusing on these two pieces here. We actually have a stamp for that. So it's a shell stamp, and then whatever you call this, X5025. And then there's the shell one is F917. And then for this, we're going to carve it. We're going to trace it, carve it, and then stamp it. So I'll try to get as much stamping as I can. I don't usually do it on the table because it's inside. I've got neighbors, it's too loud. So I'll try to get a good angle so that you guys can see over my head and then, or over my shoulder, and then you can see how that's done. Open our wing dividers. I hope you guys can see that. Let me see here. Open our wing dividers to match this interior part to the exterior. Go nice and slow so you can do it correctly. We've got two with their lines on both of them. Okay guys, so we did all of our carving and our shaping with our stylus tool. So now what we can do is I can show you how to stamp this one, and then I'm going to show you how to stamp the other one. Okay guys, so we're going to do our X51 and our shells on the outside. That's what we're going to start with. So first things first, first thing, you probably want to wet your leather down. Should have added more water to this. That's okay. So we're going to wet this down. As you can see, or you did just see after I wiped it away, I actually made a line that goes straight down. So we'll start with that. And the way I'm going to do it... Hold on, let me just mark that a little better. We want a line right down the middle. Okay. Just a simple line. I don't know if you can see that. And then the way I'm going to start this off is just right at the bottom. Line it up in the middle, on the bottom, and then on the top of this, and we're going to give it two whacks. See that? And then looking at the diagram, they just follow right above. Boop, 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 boop. It just goes straight up. So you're basically just fitting it right in the middle there, connecting, and then make your mark. I haven't done this one in a while, so it may not be perfect. I'll do my best. Okay, and as you can see, we're building a nice line going straight up. Okay, so I want to point something out here. So the shell stamp is going to go all the way around the edge, which means that it will cover up some of this. But because I hit pretty hard in here, you'll still have some lines there. But what I'm saying is you don't need to get crazy with it on the edges here. You can actually kind of do it a little bit lighter. And then you don't have to get right up next to the edge here because that shell stamp is going to cover that. If you take your stamp and you just bring it right over, you can see it fits. It literally fits right snug in there. And that's how you can keep going. So the line will connect with the other one. And then you just walk straight up. And judging by the diagram, they're all going in the same direction, going straight up. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. So we'll set it down. We'll start on this one. Boom. Hold on. Boom. There we go. See that? And we'll do another one. And another. And you can actually feel it kind of connect in place to where I almost don't even need to look. It just grabs it. Okay. Check that out. Now we'll just continue. Got our shell. Gonna wet this down. I find that the shell ones don't work very well unless you have lots of water on here, lots of moisture. So we'll do that. And then I'm kind of weird about this, but I like to start across the top here first. And we made our first one, as you can see. And then what I like to do is I like to set this, the next line up into where the shell meets the shell. Not where it meets, but like put the shell into the other shell. So like on this edge here. Can you see that? Hold on here. So like I will start off right inside of that, right there, that divot with my shell. So let me just show you. So we'll set it in there, keep it on the line, hit it twice, and then that's what it comes out. So it's like they're into each other, right? So like we have a spot for 2 here. This might actually match up pretty good. Like if I make a light mark, oh dude, that's perfect. That actually lined up really well. But like if we have like enough for, hold on. So if we have enough for 2 here still, if we have enough for 2 stamp marks here, you can make a light one and then a light one and just match them up. And then you know exactly where to position it, move it, so that you can get it perfect. So throw this one in, and I might just start with my seats because they're easy. So I like to just go around in a circle. Looks a little funny, but that's okay. It's in there. Now we do have some more carving to do, because as you can see here, you are supposed to add more carving pieces in there, carving slots. I usually like to draw it out first, though. I mean, I should have done that before, but honestly, it's fine now. I like to do it all together. So like as you can see here, we have a, hold on, let's fix this camera. So we have 2 lines up in this top one, so we will do just that. We'll use a pencil, and we'll make 2 lines. There's actually supposed to be a carved line that comes back in here too. I missed that one. So we've got 2 lines that come right in here. That's on both of these. We've got to fill that in. We've got another line that comes out here. We've got one that goes in there, and then 2, a small one there, larger one there, 2 there. And we're going to mirror that image, do the same thing. That. And then we're going to move down here. We've got 1 here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 there. Okay. We've got some squiggly lines here. This one comes back around as well. Mirror that. We've got 2 lines here. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. And then now we got our flower. Our flower is a little different, right in the middle. The seeds are different from what I put in there. This is just what I use. Feel free to explore. And we have some more lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does not have to be exact. It'll still come out good. 1, 2. I think the less you focus on it, the better it's going to be. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've got plenty of lines there. So we'll go back through. And we'll swivel knife these. All the ones we just drew on. And you'll see it just goes. It goes much faster when you, I mean, I don't know, maybe not much faster, but I like to have a guide when I do these. That's why I pencil it in. Okay. I am no professional, but check it out. It ain't too bad. Now, we grab our, let's slow this down a little bit. Okay. Oh, there was another one I need to show you guys. Here we go. Okay. So, I've seen it done different ways, but on here, we have these marks. Hold on, let's use this. We've got these marks on the outside of our leaves trailing out. People do this differently. You know, this is probably somebody else's tool or a different stamp. What I have used in the past is like this tool right here, and you just use it on the very edge, and you can kind of make. You almost don't even need to stamp it really. I mean, you probably should, but let me go ahead and show you what I mean. Can you see this? You just kind of use your hand and just kind of push it in, and then that'll give you some marks, just like that. We've got a couple different places that we need to shade. We have this middle. Or these, first we have these middle parts you can just kind of trail out with, or down, whichever you prefer. And then we've got these flowers we need to work on, and there's a little shading going on in these, but it's basically at the ends. And then, like, some more shading you can see is on the outside of this flower. It's like they've used a shader for that. And I do have some for those. It would be more like this one here. That'll shade around it, but let me just go ahead and start with something simple here. So like, okay,
So on this flower, we can take our pear shader, give it a couple smacks, maybe a little too deep, and you just kind of fall back with it. Maybe do a little lighter pressure. That was kind of harsh on that first one, and then you'll get that look to it, right? You can use that same pear shader that we just had, but what I can also use is this one. It's got a flat edge to it, but it rounds it off. And then what you can do is go on both edges here. And just kind of like let it fly off a little bit. But as you can see, we have our shading started right inside of there. And we'll just go around and do all of that. Now, I do have to say that this kind of stuff does take practice. So if you're not satisfied with it, I would recommend, practice a little bit, but then also come in with your stylist. Come in with your stylist, and this stylist sucks. I hate this stylist. But you can use your tool here to smooth things out, right? And you can actually indent a little bit too. I mean, hell, you can almost use this for that part instead of stamping. Stylists are very useful tools. If you're really trying to get detailed, make sure you get yourself a nice stylist. This is what we have so far. It's okay, it's mediocre, it's me. We've got this background tool. It's just like that. And we're just simply going to come in here, find a part of the background, and just give it a nice whack. And whack. It's nice because there's a pointed end and then more of a round end, so that'll help you really get in there. And the thing is you don't have to be stuck to this one background. And you can also kind of go back through that and use your stylus on that too to kind of push things down if you don't like the look of it. And then you can kind of make it look better. But you don't have to use that. You can use, like I've got another one here. This might fit in there a little more. So there's plenty of background tool or stamps that you can buy. You don't have to be stuck to just one. So you can explore your different stamps if you really get into it. But all we're doing is going around, finding those empty spaces, and just stamping in there. That's really it. If you overlap, that's alright too.
Okay guys, so that's pretty much it right there. The only thing I could say really for me would be go back through and use my stylus, smooth things out. But the best thing you can do with both of these pieces is use an antique finish on it. So you could dye it and then use like a black antique finish or a brown antique finish, and I'll probably end up finishing this project with something like that. So that's my recommendation. Just grab some. And we'll do this one first. And what this does is it sinks into all the cracks and all the crevices of your project. So, okay, let's do this one. That second coat may have done the trick. Not bad. Not bad at all. So I'll let this dry, and I'll come back, clean it up with some neat's foot oil, and then we'll do our edges. Okay, so now what I like to do is use a little bit of neat's foot oil, and I will clean it up. This is the following day, you guys. It has been, I just got off work, and this is what I'm doing. So a little bit of neat's foot oil, throw that on there, and I just find that it just really cleans the heck out of it. Doesn't that look beautiful? Even with my mediocre stamping, like, I feel like that's not too bad, you know? And like, if you look at this one, take a look at it, it's kind of dirty, it's kind of, you know, not dirty, but it's just, it just needs to be cleaned up. Now I use this on here, get the edges really good. There's a little more. Voila. I just find it gives it, just cleans it up, makes it look much nicer. Oh wow, it just started to, like, snow outside. Coming down, they said freezing rain. That's just snow right there. Cool. I'm just gonna dye this black. Alright everybody, so I went ahead and I stitched everything up. I just went around, did a lock stitch in black. We got our 2 pockets on the inside, we got our 2 pockets on the outside. Clip here, and that is that.